The words Ichigo had said, as she went to her interview before me, came to my lips. What kind of friend do I want? I ruminate over him in my mind. I guess I'd like... Miyori had picked up my testimony comes to mind. Someone kind and reliable, like Miyori-san. No. Reliable. Rika-san's also reliable, isn't she? We're happy to have Rika for class president, a most studious person in my class as my amity partner. I choose... No, Kosaka, of course. She's the most fun one to be with, I think. I remember her smiling kindly at me. Under cherry blossoms in the dark of a night, she smiled at me. Miss Suoh Shirahane? Called up by Sister Basquiat. I get to my feet. Why don't we go together this time, she says. As I'm resting limply in the hallway after the nerve-wracking interview, Rika speaks to me. I'm tired. When she makes the offer again, I simply accept. We head outside the school building to where the upperclassmen await us. Wow, it's so beautiful. I thought so when we were heading to class, but I love this European architecture, don't you agree, Shirahane-san? Rika says, looking at the high ceiling of his entrance. A rainbow of colours pours through a beautifully crafted stained glass on the ceiling. I nod to myself, thinking about how the wide entrance, to which we have no time to look at while watching class, really is beautiful. My family's house is old and in a traditional Japanese style. It's always my dream to live in a European style place. The dormitory's the same, it's lovely. Perhaps question marks have appeared around my head at this word dormitory, because Rika smiles and explains. They call housing with students a dormitory. I looked it up, since I'm going to a missionary school. I couldn't help but smile at Rika, who's proudly puffing out her chest. You must think I'm childish. Maybe it's a mistake to say that someone much more mature than me. I'm sorry. I'm kidding, it's a joke. Guess I was just so happy to finally see you smile. I woke up with courage to talk to you yesterday, but you ran away. So I was worried, wondering if I'd said something rude. And not at all. Really? That's a relief. But why did you run? I'm still curious about that. Rika fiddles with her handrail on the old stairs as she asks me, but I was surprised. Oh. Oh? I was surprised. That's all I can come back with for some reason. Rika puts her hand to her chest and lets out a deep sigh. Really? That's good. Huh? No, that's not what I meant. I was thinking maybe you thought I was a weirdo. Oh no, of course not. It's just that it was night and dark and... Right. A voice calling out to you from the darkness could have been a ghost. Hanabishi-san? She suddenly made a face as though she'd eaten something bitter and rubs her brow. Well, anyway. I'm glad I didn't do anything rude. Alright, shall we head over? She clearly wants me to call her Rika. I asked her where to, and she asked her a meeting place. She held out her hand. What should we do now? Looking at the deserted school building and let out a long sigh. Back then. Having solved our misunderstanding, Rika holds out her hand, which was holding a number of cards given at the end of the interview we just had. She tells me we should hurry up since the upperclassmen were going to give us a tour of campus. Part ways we were to find the upperclassmen with the same number of a chest as I have my card, but we can't do this under the circumstances. Your classman is waiting for me. She seems popular. She's standing in front of her students laughing with them. First of all, I can't do this right now. I don't have a coach to interrupt them. We're having such a good time talking. I just started getting annoyed. I'd waited for them to finish a conversation. It seemed the upperclassmen started getting angry with freshmen when they didn't show up. It's only natural since we've been waiting for a long time. But when more time passes, the less I'm able to go over, so I stand rooted in my spot. And then there were none. I say the name of a mystery novel I've read as a child, wondering what to do next. After a tour of campus, we're supposed to go back to class. By the time I'm supposed to be back is an hour and a half from now. I don't want to be there by myself. So I guess I have to take a look around by myself. Start walking back to the school building with heavy feet and an attempt to kill time. Oh, is that Miss Shirahane? I turn around to where the unexpected voice is coming from. A person wearing a habit to her back to the campus. Why, yes it is. Good afternoon, Miss Shirahane-san. I don't know where she got so close, but Sister Basket is smiling gently next to me. Yes. For some reason, I only feel a negative feeling around Sister Basket. Plus, I didn't want anyone to see me here. I weakly returned to a greeting, as I didn't want anyone to see me. We were unable to say anything to the upperclassmen meant to give me a tour, wandering around killing time. Suppose you finished with tour of the facilities? That was quick. Yes, I was so shown important places. Is that so? I suppose a club room has been a tough to find location. But if the library and lesson rooms are easy to find, so you should remember them quickly. Yes. Since I couldn't just loiter around while killing time, I'd use the opportunity to check out a place on the campus I'd probably be using when we went out. I wish I could spend more time in the library. A calm, dusky space filled with a unique smell of books. It was my dream library, spacious with books stacked neatly to the ceiling. But I didn't want to even talk to any of the other girls' tours. Did you say something? No. The library and lesson rooms, as well as other multi-purpose rooms, would obviously be part of a tour. So there'll be with classmates there as well. I couldn't just sit there by myself and look around for an hour's end. The silence stretches on. I begin to feel uncomfortable. Sister Basket is looking at me with a troubled expression for some reason. Unable to bear with silence any longer, I wonder if she's there waiting for me to leave then. Well, how's Library Academy? Yes, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful academy, surrounded by flowers. It is, isn't it? I help take care of the flowers, you know. Is that so? I ask, nodding. Silence strikes again. Oh, right. Think of a topic of common interest and Sister Basket smiles about it. Has the selection process for Amitiė finished? No, about that. Ah. Isn't the sort of thing she's not allowed to share? Had I thought more about it, I could probably have figured that out. Dispirited with failing to pick a topic, I nearly had a deep sigh. I'm not involved in the selection process, so I can't say. I suppose it should finish in about an hour or so. Is that right? Seems you're worried about something. No, it's nothing. Shall I guess? Miss Shirahane, you were worried about whether or not you can make friends. Is that correct? And she hits the nail right on my head. Taken aback, I stare at Sister Basket's triumphant face. I'm both a teacher and a nun. I'm familiar with people's troubles through my experience with confession. Is that so? I ask. My eyes growing wide. Sister Basket looks at me triumphantly for a moment, and then... I'm kidding, she says that breaking into a smile. Huh? What? The boys and girls who are living far away from home for the first time are largely the same. That is to say, how your life will be from now on, especially your first encounters. You asked me about the Amitiė selection, did you not? That's how I knew you were concerned about making friends. Put it that way, it seems an easy guess. Much easier to figure out my favourite mystery novels. But... the face is too easy to read, isn't it? She probably guessed not only from my words, but also my facial expressions. I rub my forehead round with my fingers to help pick myself back up again. I have nothing to worry about, Miss Shirahane. You seem genuine, you're beautiful. Everyone will want to be a friend. Flattery again. This concerns me, but if I showed my face and words, I'll fetch your concern again. How kind of you to say that, Sister Basket, thank you. But you really are beautiful. I've worked here a long time, but... I've never had such a mysterious beauty as you, Miss Shirahane. Your black hair is gorgeous. No. Words of my grandfather come to mind. He would say my hair was black as the feathers of a wet crow. I know he said it in a good way. I hated it as much as I'd been told it was a dismal colour. Ben. I think you're more beautiful, Sister Basket. Am I? Oh, really? Thank you. Her white skin turns crimson and she touches her bangs carefully. See, that just took me out of it. I can't take the word bang seriously, sorry guys. It's a fringe for crying out loud. Her head is covered up by a veil, so only her fringe is visible. But her hair is smooth and blonde. Her hair must be quite a sight without a veil on. So different from my dark hair. Emma Shirahane? I tried to hide my gloomy expression, but I guess it showed my anyway, since Mr. Basket is looking at me with concern. I have to say something. I want to say something right to finish this. Just about to open my mouth. Oh, that's right. She clasps her hand over her chest, which I can tell is large, even under her robes, and she beams like the sun. Since you've finished the tour early, would you perhaps mind helping me out with something? Helping? Yes. It won't take much time, is that alright? Honestly, I have negative feelings towards her and we don't really connect. However, there's a quote. If you feel like a mouse, you'll look for a cheese and that's what you'll get. If you feel like a wolf, there's nothing wrong. You're in control. If you recall the line from my favourite movie, Anchors Away, I turn to Sister Basket and with a small nod, I whisper, I'll help. That's what I said. If you feel like a mouse, you'll be looking for a cheese and that's what you'll get. If you feel like a wolf, nothing can go wrong. You're in control. Or so I thought. Sister Basket has brought me to a greenhouse. The greenhouse is nearly the size of a gym made of glass surrounded by greenery on all sides. There are all kinds of flowers here, from familiar decorative plants to ones with strange leaves that I've never actually seen before. The vibrantly coloured flowers in full bloom bring the tropics to mind, making me think the word greenhouse shown in a pamphlet was somehow wrong. It was worth drawing that other movie quote to make myself come here, and now even more so. Ah, Shirahane-san, she got you too. When I see her smiling at me, hands covered in dirt. I'm not a mouse, I'm a wolf. I whisper. What about a wolf? Yay! Yuri gives me a blank look, a potted plant in her hand. Surprised that she heard me, I look back and forth between her and Sister Basket in embarrassment. Wait. Are you saying Sister Basket's a big bad wolf? Why would you say such a strange thing? Ah, it's just a joke, right, Shirahane-san? She grins at me in a panic. I tell Sister Basket I was cocking her head. The botanical garden said marvellous, and I had to praise the Lord. Oh Lord. We are up with a potted plant. Don't know if she's convinced by my strained excuse, but she nods her to us. Yuri winks at me and places her potted plant so she's holding onto a neat row. I've finished moving your plants, is that all? No, there's another job I'd like you to put your backs into. Our backs? She points to some large pots around the same number of pots as the ones already lined up. Oh, she wants to repot them, doesn't she? I'm able to guess this from experience helping my grandfather care for his bonsai tree. Oh, do you want to move them back into new pots? What for? Don't tell me it's because you don't like the design of your old pots and want to change the pattern or something. That's not it. The roots are sticking out of the bottom of your pots as you carry, aren't they? That's what's called being root bound. Meaning the pot is full of roots and they're starting to stick out the bottom. When that happens, the amount of air in the pot decreases and it gets worse, the plant will wither. Ah, that's so. So the air. Yuri picks up the pot again and scrutinises the bottom. I wonder if she's never taken care of flowers before. With a gentle European appearance, growing flowers were a hobby would suit her. Did you know about Shirahane-san? It's the first time I've ever heard the term root bound. Oh yes, I have heard of it. Oh really? That's impressive. I'm not that surprised you know Shirahane-san. I can see you gardening gracefully in a rose garden. Really? Yes, a beautiful flower and a rose would suit you. There are bonsai trees I'd help with a pine and plum. I nearly had my hand at the gap between Yuri's image of me and the real me, but Miss Shirahane, perhaps you've done some gardening at your home. I raise my head at Mr. Basket's question and nod. The temperature's just right at the start of spring and a good time for root growth. Sort of to help my grandfather with potting this time of year. Is that so? Well, it seems like you know what you're doing, so I should be able to leave it to you two. Leave it to us? The fertiliser you'll need is there, so I can ask you to change the pots. Says the basket's pointing at a big sack stuffed with fertiliser, which is stacked in a pile. No, that's not the issue. Just the two of us? Would you like me to stay and give you some guidance after all? Hearing I'll be all alone with Yuri, my idol, a flush works my way up his neck, but I don't want to think I'm strange, so I look down and blink. These plants aren't vulnerable to drainage, are they? No, these plants especially prefer soil with good drainage, so normal soil's fine. This jargon is all Greek to me, wow. Finally, Akadama soil I've been using before. I glance sideways at my Yuri, who's watching me admiringly, and tells me to leave it to me. Is this right? Is what right? Is the ending episode here right? Why, yes it is. Thank you very much for asking me, Yuri. Bye bye.